Right, I've got my hands in my pockets right now because it is winter here. Solidly it is freezing and the weather's been getting colder and colder, but good chance to get in the shed and mess around with things like this, like a project that I've been wanting to get started on for a while, and I've mentioned it previously in other videos, but this is a whole lot of parts. This is my Erion CBR900 replica. It's based around the bikes that Nicky Hayden and Kurtis Roberts raced in the AMA Formula Xtreme. Some guys in America, Adam from Iconic Motorbikes, he has one of them. Dan Kyle, who was one of the guys that originally worked on the bikes and built the engines for them, he's got two of the other ones. I believe there was only three, but I would have loved to have got one of the original bikes. I had the chance to, but didn't have the money at the time, so that kind of doesn't really help when you don't have the cash to buy something. But I didn't buy the bike, but luckily, you know, they're in the hands of people that really deserve to have them. So I'm building what's going to be a reasonably close replica. Thankfully, these guys have been really helpful with information and tips and stuff like that. I've been really lucky to get some of the original parts from the bikes, like the front fairing stay here, tank, and a few other bits and pieces like the airbox. It's going to be a close representation and something that I'll really want to take to the track one day and scare the living crap out of myself on, because it's going to have a fairly well built engine. But let's call this part one of the actual build of the project. I'm not really doing a lot on it right now, but there's a few bits that I'm going to start organising in the short term. I am doing a full build for the engine. I've got a set of con rods I got sent by a company called Max Speeding Rods. They're fairly well-known company, but I want to get these rods and test them out and see if they're going to be up to the task. Going to build the engine and probably go to a larger capacity, like a 970cc, so that's going to mean having to actually send the block off, get it bored out, and then re-nickel-sealed, which I'm not going to explain all that, but it's basically the bore coating that was used back in the day by Honda and other companies. Runs full Öhlins front and rear. It's got Dimag wheels. It's got Brembo monoblock calipers, which I actually managed to get from Kevin Erion a few years ago, which was really cool. And it's got the full proper AirTech fairings, which were the fairings that were used back in the day, I believe. Most of the bikes there, I'm just, to start off with, I'm going to pretty much build the bike and put a stock engine in it with the flat slides on it, just to get the thing on the road, and in the meantime I'll be building the other engine on the side. So the goal will be to get the bike on the road so that's probably around 120 horsepower or something like that, maybe even a little bit less because I'm using a Hornet engine, and then just circulate, get the thing all working properly and get used to riding it, and then put the crazy engine in it and then scare the crap out of myself. A couple of short-term things I'm going to do is I've got a set of original Erion headers. They have got a little bit of damage on them, so I'm going to send them off to a specialist and get them fixed. Apparently you can get them looking pretty schmick again. They're just basically dented on the bottom from a previous owner of them doing wheelies and stuff like that. I also have, as you can see down there, a set of flat slide carbies. There is a set sitting on the bike already, which are going to go on this, but the other set is going on my 92 Fireblade, which you would have seen in previous videos. So I'm going to make a few changes to the 92, put a set of headers and some flat slides on it. The other thing I'm doing is I do happen to have 3 Erion mufflers. All 3 of them have got damage on them, which is a bummer, especially on the original tags. So I'm actually working with a company to try and replicate those tags, just because the original ones are impossible to get. Gonna basically restore the mufflers. A guy called Travis in America, he's done a few already, and he offered to do one for me, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to do my own. So maybe down the track I might send him one of the other ones or something like that. But hopefully in the not too distant future you'll start to see some updates on this, and as my shoulder recovers, because I still haven't been to the track since I broke it, but as my shoulder recovers more and as the bike starts to progress, I'll have this one and the one in the background back on the road, and I'll be able to sort of get back to the track again and start circulating, have a bit of fun. But lots to do, but it'll all be worth it. Oh, and just a really quick one, I'll put the link below. If you are, and only if you are, a complete and utter nerdy CBR900 head like myself, there is a group dedicated to just us weirdos on Facebook. We're basically being a bit pushy and kicking out anyone that doesn't talk about CBR900s, but it is purely a really good group that we've got going just for people who want to share their bikes or need information, or they're trying to find a problem and stuff like that. And there's a lot of guys in there that are really clever with CBR900s. So, whether it's myself or some of the other guys, if you are a 900RR guy, and that's 92 to 99, jump in, link below, and we'd love to see you in there.